All right, 111 to 118. So for this, we're going to be using the get and transfer data options. This is going to look a little similar to the things that we did in Access when you did those assignments in the regular course. So the first thing that we're going to do is open up the transform. Oh, we're going to create a blank one and save it as transform solution. So blank workbook, save as, make sure that you save this where all your other ones are. So I'm just going to confirm that this is where all my other ones are. Yep. And I'm going to table this as 03. Transform solution. And then we're going to click the data tab. And then in the get and transform data over here, we're going to get data. We have lots of different options, but what we're going to do is get it from a database and then from a Microsoft Office or Microsoft Access database. From here, we need to navigate to the files. Mine are already there, but if you need to navigate to it, you may have to go to this PC, to the flash drive, to the lesson data files, lesson 3, and then it should be right there. And we're going to import this information. With the navigator window under 3.0 customers, click the invoices table and then the product inventory table to preview them in the right pane so we can see what information we're looking at here. I'm now on slide 113. It says click the customers table to see the preview at the right pane, see the figure on the next slide to confirm, and then click edit. I don't see an edit. Oh, it's this transform data. Okay, that'll open up the editor. So if you have edit, click on edit. If you have transform data, click on that. That's fine. Look at the commands available on the different ribbon tabs in the query editor to get an idea of what types of transformations you can make to the data source. Click State Providence to select the field in the table. In the query editor, click the Transform tab in the ribbon and then click the text column group. Click the text column group. Click the format button and select uppercase. Okay, so it's now transformed those to be uppercase. Slide 114 just shows us an image of what we saw. Now we're clicking on the prefix to select the field in the table. Prefix. Click prefix to select the field in the table. Click the home query editor and then manage columns group. Remove the column. Okay. All right. Add to the field in the table. Hold on just a second. Let me see what I'm doing here. Okay, so it wants us to remove the column called prefix. We don't have the column called prefix, so we're good. Okay. Now I'm on step 11 on slide 115. On the Home tab in the Query Editor, in the Close group, click the top portion to close and load, just this top portion right here. And then that information is going to be imported into our Excel document. Click the Query Tools Query tab. And notice that the commands are available for the new query. For example, you can edit, delete, refresh, duplicate, merge, and amend the query data. Okay, we should remember making queries in the Access portion of the class. Click the Data tab, and then from the Get and Transform, we're going to get data from a file, and we're going to get it from a workbook this time. And we're going to get the one called Items. So if you need to navigate back to that folder, you can. Otherwise, it should just pull up this right here. And click Import, and we're going to get it pop up here. I'm now on slide 117. It says click the consolidated table in the left pane and click Load. So we have our sheet 1, that was just our plain blank one. Then we have this query that we brought in from the database, and now we brought in information from a workbook. So it says delete sheet 1, which should be blank, and then rename sheet 2 as Customers, and sheet 3 as Consolidated. Move the customer sheet to appear to the left if necessary. Oh, my Consolidated didn't work. Oh, did I put it up there? Right, stay. There we go. Okay. Click on the customer sheet and then press Control Home. Get us to cell 1A, or you can just click on it. Notice that the Queries and Connections pane display both queries over here. You can display the Queries and Connection pane at any time to view all the queries in the workbook. Save and close. And slide 118 just shows an image of what you should have, that you should have customers down here on the left, consolidated on the right, and that both of them should show up right here. Save, close, and you're all set with this one.